How's it going, guys? It's DividableHalo here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video is going to be more or less a response video. A video that is going to be throwing my opinion out there. So yeah, welcome to an episode of Thoughts and Opinion Response. Today what we're going to be doing is essentially covering a topic that was brought up to my attention titled "There is a problem with the clan community." And this topic was made and covered by the Metal Uprising Reforged. For anyone that doesn't know, the Metal Uprising Reforged is ran by the leader Bamlett53, and in this video he talks about some strong topics that have been going on within the Halo clan community. While I agree with most things that were stated in this video, I just kind of want to add on my own points, add on my own thoughts, as the Metal Uprising clan, or Bamlett, is more or less based within the competitive side of the clan community, and I'm more based within the actual roleplay side of the community. So it's a perfect opportunity for me to discuss my own opinions when it comes to this kind of topic at hand, and kind of just go over the topics that he has. So before we begin, let me just say that I do not absolutely want to start a controversy between me and the Metal Uprising or Bamlett. I believe his video was great. I believe it's a great opportunity to kind of discuss the topic at hand about the problems within the Halo clan community, and it's just me covering my own points and kind of just giving my thoughts on some of the stuff from a military based roleplay side of the community, as his was more or less covered from, I would say, a competitive mindset. So the topic at hand is that there is a problem with the clan community, and can we kind of guess what it is? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys who are long-term Halo fans and long-term clan fans within the clan community, is that essentially that there is toxic clans within the Halo clan community that have been making Halo and the clan community as a whole kind of digress down into a bad path compared to what it was back in the days of 2010 through 2012. So Bamlett53 essentially starts off his videos talking about the past where in 2010, 2012, the MLG scene, the more competitive side of the Halo clan community, was more dominant compared to the military-based side or the roleplay-based side. While I do disagree, and I do say that they more or less coexisted as an equal group, this is just my opinion, but the whole era of 2010 through 2012 was deemed the golden age to many other people, and the reason why it was the golden age was because of how many prospering clans that there were within the Halo clan community. So that in itself kind of earns itself its own topic at hand, but what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be fast forwarding into what he talks about in the main part of the clan community, the modern day. So it's no secret that the modern clan community is more connected than it was compared to the 360 days. Back in the 360, there wasn't really any apps. The biggest app that there was that was even comparable to Discord now was more or less Skype, and even Skype wasn't even that layered out compared to how we have things now in Discord, essentially. So the biggest thing that arises is a lot of toxic behavior between clans, and a lot of the modern clan community do have this problem. However, it was something that I want to just say that has always been a problem within the Halo clan community, no matter where you went. Back in the days of 2015, we had a lot of trolling groups out there. We had a lot of DDoSing groups out there. And even if you go far back to the era of 2011 and 2012, where he said big clans like KSI themselves were around for the competitive scene, there was a big problem when it came to the KSI wars, where even Bungie had to intervene at one point because there was a lot of DDoSing going on in open raid lobbies. So yeah, there's always been a problem no matter where you go, especially outside of Halo, where you're going to have groups of people that will be toxic. You will have groups of people that will DDoS and use network manipulation. But the biggest thing that anyone can do within this clan community is more or less try to absolutely prohibit people from joining their clans, absolutely have strong policies behind that. And for the most part, majority of clans do have that. One thing I want to hit on, as being one of the leaders within one of the biggest clans in the community, Sentinel, back in the eras of the last few years, Sentinel did have its own controversies when it came to these kind of acts with network manipulation. And one thing that a lot of people did is when Sentinel was found guilty of using this stuff, Sentinel itself was embarrassed. It did have a problem. It did admit to it that there was a certain individual that did perform acts of network manipulation. And we definitely dealt with it. We kicked out the member. We had more policies put in place where we tried to not recruit people. Obviously, there's going to be loopholes where some people will try to get in through alt accounts or whatnot. But the biggest thing that we did was more or less kind of be a voice to also talk about the problems that we had and how we dealt with it. And once again, like I said, Sentinel is not the only clan that had these problems. Clans like Valor harbored individuals that were known for DDoSing, and while Sentinel had these individuals in the past, we did kick them out as well. So more or less, as these kind of accusations and all these individuals and all these problems arose, many clans that were big to small definitely condemned Sentinel for the actions that happened. So none of these acts do go unpunished when it comes to trying to run a successful clan. A lot of clans do suffer, and a lot of clans do have strong policies when it comes to it. Now, at the end of the day, one of the things that Bamlett addressed was the groups of people that are dedicated, or clans that are dedicated to network manipulation, trolling, raiding discords, and all that. And let me just say, there is definitely no medium to big size clan within the clan community that do any of these acts within the clan community. While there are certain individuals and groups of people that do it, we definitely know who they are, and we definitely all do know to stay away from them. And anyone that does harbor these individuals, we definitely do put our opinions out there and more or less boycott or say put up strong policies against associating with these types of clans, as no one wants to be involved with DDoSers and no one wants to be involved with people that try to just sit there and troll and destroy clans just for the fun of it. Once again, like I said, it's only groups of people that do get involved with these kind of stuff, and the entire community does know who they are. Like I said, the biggest thing that a lot of people do look at when it comes to DDoSing or groups of people is the custom browser community. And in my last video where I talked about why we needed a custom browser for it, it definitely does have its problems at the same time, where once again, we have these DDoSers coming in. We have a lot of these people trolling people and kind of putting a bad image within the Halo clan and community as a bunch of DDoSers, a bunch of roleplay hardcore kids. And while that, once again, is a whole topic for itself, the biggest thing that I say for the entire Halo clan community is if you are a big clan, try to take upon these young clans, these young custom browser clans in, because once again, they do help your population. They do, at the end of the day, represent part of your community. But yeah, that's my little spew there. So once again, moving on to Bamlett53, like I said, great video that he had going on there. Like I said, I listed my own opinion, and personally, I have dealt with DDoSing problems in the past, and a lot of big leaders, myself, Saber Fear, even Craven expressed his own opinions in the comments of that video, where he's been a victim to DDoSing and whatnot. It's definitely something that does affect you playing video games at the end of the day. It's definitely something that shouldn't be happening. However, it does happen. No matter what part of the community you are in, there's always a serious place where a lot of people will say that they're going to hit you offline. There's a lot of people out there that just want to troll you, want to absolutely just make your life hell when it comes to gaming at the end of the day. Once again, it is just a video game, but to some of these people, this is their kick, this is their thing. And the best that we can do as an entire clan community is to avoid these people, to kick out these people, and more or less disassociate themselves from the actual broader part of the community. As we've seen in the past, especially Sentinel being around for as long as it did, there have been groups of people that have tried to rejoin and have quit their acts of DDoSing, and that's because at the end of the day, there is no fun to it. There's really no enjoyment to why people want to hit other people offline, because at the end of the day, you could get ignored. Like I said, I dealt with this problem in the past. However, I've only had 2 encounters where my IP was actually pulled by someone, and I did talk about that in a video 4 years ago. And about 2 years ago, I did have a problem where I was hit offline. However, I didn't address these problems mainly because I didn't want to give any light to the situation. And looking at it right now, it is kind of a thing that maybe I should have talked more about. Gave my voice back in the day where I did have a good following of 1,000 people. But at the end of the day, it's better to talk about it now than just sweep it under the brush. It's definitely something that a lot of clans, a lot of leaders out there need to look at when it comes to having individuals in their clan. Just because they're good doesn't mean that they're good for the entire community. So what I mean by that is, like I said, clans like Valor recruited certain individuals because they were competitively better when it came to Halo. However, these people once again did dabble in the dark side of the clan community, or the dungeon side of the clan community when it came to network manipulation. But that's my whole spew. That's kind of my whole opinion, my thoughts and opinion on this whole topic at hand. One thing that I want you guys to do is just down in the comments below, kind of tell your story about what happened to you and anything that happened negative side of the Halo clan community. Start a topic at hand. We want to hear your stories. I want to hear your stories about what your problems have been with Halo clans. Anyways, guys, my name is DividableHalo HD, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.